First of all, what has him not removing the cap got to do with anything here in Ghana? And now our development and everything depends on. I feel that sometimes we just focus on the things which are not necessary. What's cooking? What's popping? SJS Nation, SJS fam. It's your girl Shejackiesays, and I am back once again on your screens with another video. In this episode of Today in Retrospect, let's talk about Black Sherif. Now, we woke up this morning to see Black Sherif trending. Yesterday, at the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, there was a program held where the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, was the guest, the big guest for that event. And the main artist, let me say the big artist because obviously we didn't hear about the other artists. The big artist on the bill was Black Sherif. Now, Black Sherif, instead of us to be like, oh, Black Sherif performed at this place hailing, we obviously, just like typical Ghanaians as we are, we decided to pick the bad nut out of it. Talking about the fact that Blacko went to perform there. Of course, check. He went to perform there without removing his cap when he was trying to greet the president. First of all, if we have also watched the video, but this is my take. First of all, dude was performing because personally, he was so much into. I don't want. It's not like this is not a defense mechanism that I'm doing for Black Sherif. I'm not Black Sherif's PR, but what I'm trying to say is the fact that he was performing and probably he was like, oh, president is around, so he should go and greet him. He went to greet him and it's like he forgot. This is not like someone who, this is not, it doesn't add any value or it doesn't add anything up into our developments or our woos as Ghanaians. Fuel prices hike, and all we can think about right now is Black Sherif not removing his cap when he was trying to greet the president of Ghana. We've had other people, other foreigners, Black Americans, come to the White House, be there. Someone came in short, Mick Mill. We bashed him and bashed him. Well, obviously, we bashed him of his dressing. He didn't apologize for the dressing part. Sometimes we criticize on things which are not really needed. That's the whole point. Now, this is a young one, and I feel that was like last year, latter part of last year. Black Sherif again was in the news. People were like, oh, there was this video that came out, it was like a sex video that came out, and Black Sherif, they were saying it was Blacko. I don't know why we keep, it's like, why can't we always put on the good, it's like we always like the bad news about someone. The bad news travels faster, the bad news keep traveling faster. And that is our norm, especially as Africans. That is what we sort of like buy into. So we've had this tag that anytime you put a news out there, anytime you do a compilation as a content creator, as a journalist, you probably have to put the bad one out there because the bad news sells. But that shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case that the bad news is always selling. The bad news is always selling. If you want to put a good content out there, which is going to create impact a life changing something out there, you probably have to get an engaging caption before people will watch, and that is how we've wired our minds to be. Now let's just get right into the actual video and let's get into Twitter about what people are saying when it comes to Black Sherif's video. When you go on Twitter, the comments are just crazy. People are saying that Black Sherif shook President Akufo-Addo's hand and took a bow before him. Another dignitary singing, "All I smoke is weed." You get it in Chi, in Tampin Kwana Meshe, Grace Emmanuel and all that. What is wrong with that? It's not like the guy was standing there smoking. I don't know why we try to find faults in everything that we do. He was performing, and this is a song. We've known this song since 2022. Why didn't we have any issue with it? Is it because he's performing this in front of the president? And who told you maybe the president himself doesn't even listen to it or doesn't listen to that song? All the big people that we know, all the things that we do, they see on social media. You think as a blogger or as a content creator, sometimes they see, you get it. But the whole point is sometimes they are not able to, what is this? But the whole point is sometimes they are not able to actually see you and sometimes tell you in the face. Now we are concerned about the fact that in Tampin Kwanam and we are just hypocrites. The things that people are doing, the people not performing. And Black Sherif have said a couple of times in this video that he doesn't even do drugs. That's the dude. I don't know if you want to put a knife to his throat and be like, say that you actually do drugs. Yes. Now back to Twitter. People are talking about the fact that he said that, and someone said, "I'm not asking you for too much. If it be too much, you let me know a whole lot." Nah, I FW with Black Sherif on what he did at the WhatsApp program, Charlie. Something I do to the whole point. I'm not sure it was intentional, but at the end of the day, I knowing Black Sherif, not knowing him personally, but knowing the kind of brand he's built for himself, I know definitely there's not going to be an apology or any what do you call it, any explanation for what he actually did. That's the whole point. So it doesn't really matter the fact that Black Sharif is gaining platform. We should just stop that. And he's a young guy trying to make ends meet. People are just talking about. People are saying that the fact that that's the whole question. Ask yourself that if it were you that you had gotten that platform, that you are the most popular artist in Africa right now, obviously you are going to probably do worse. You probably meet the president and smoke in his face. You get it? But we should just let him be. But it's like it's too much. People are going back on the Abeku Santana issue when it came to what do you call it, the WhatsApp program. People are saying Black Sherif was invited, Abeku Santana wasn't. Moral, if you didn't know invite you, make you no go performs for Nana Akufo-Addo. I feel it's a performance. As you said, it's a performance. It's a performance. We should stop the like Enna. He refuses to take off his cap when greeting, and he forgot his manners. He didn't forget his manners. He was performing, as you said. It's a performance. It's a performance. I feel that post positive, not negative. What is wrong with what he did? I feel that there is personally, if you ask me for my take, there is nothing wrong with what he did. There are issues that are going on in this country that needs attention, and if you want to divert our energy towards a young guy's performance of him not removing his cap when he was greeting the president, of him talking about cigarettes, of I just feel we are just wasting our energy. This is not the most important thing that we need as Ghanaians. Yesterday, fuel prices where we are there now, it's just going like this. It's wavy. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it can go up, come down a little bit, then go up. These are issues that we are supposed to be addressing, and we are here thinking about a young guy. Now, the whole point is he's holding a microphone. It's a performance. You expect him to as he dey perform now. Abranti Messi cigarette man on tapping kwana meche. He put it down, reach the president and continue the performance. If you be you are, ask yourself sometimes. I'm like, when we are criticizing people, just ask yourself that if it were to be you, what would you have actually done? That is the whole point. If it were to be you, what would you have actually done? And another post I'm seeing that he's going to greet the president and he forgot to take off his hat before greeting the first man of our land. He blew up and all that humble shit went out the window. Most of these people are the same ones who would insult the president on social media. What makes it like sometimes I just feel that when an issue comes, we all think it is wait, the whole point is it's not every matter that comes that you have to have a voice to talk about. It's not every issue that drops that you might have to have a voice to talk about. This is the same president of Ghana when he does this, and people can equally just insult him raw flat because he's the president. People just insult him because he himself he said, I want to be the president of Ghana. People sit on social media, especially on the brother, people would just insult him. These are the same people who are telling a young man who is refusing to, it's not like he refused, he's performing, greeted him. Due diligence, he did. He did greet him, bent down. You're saying his humility. Do you know what humility is? Well, humility is probably relative. That's the whole point. Someone is humble in a different way, another person is humble in a different way. You understand? So, the bird up is talking. Let me see. Let me know your opinion. But this is my opinion. I just feel that we have bigger and better issues to address than Black Sharif not removing his cap when he was greeting the president. In as much as I'm a typical Ghanaian, and I know that it's part of our laws that when you are greeting an elderly person and you have a cap on, you have to remove it. But this was in a different scenario, and this was a different situation. And if you are trying to put our energy on something that we want to get an attention on, then this is not the right thing that we have to do. There are different issues that we have to tackle. We have different issues, like things they go on for this Ghana, a whole lot of corruption, a lot of things are going on. This no be one matter. This the whole point is our guy is doing well. We just try to bring this guy down every time we get the slightest chance. Every small time, every slightest chance we get. I saw someone post on the status, because Black Sherif blew, or because Black Sherif gained popularity, he's done a tattoo. Sweetheart, as I said, if it be small fame where you get for your community, nyama ode bebe we ask, so we should just, the whole point is, if it hasn't happened to you, just keep your mouth shut. If you feel you want to voice out your opinion, just be careful about it. At the end of the day, we've got bigger and better issues to handle than Blacko not removing his cap when he was greeting the president. So yeah, guys, this is why Blacko is trending on the Bird app and people are talking about it. Let me know your opinion about this issue. The story girl Shejackie says, as to when other issues drop app, I will be here to talk about it. Peace, and I am out.